Going into teammates, we're obviously working with catchers. Talk to us a little bit about what have been some things that you really like that catchers do, maybe some things that you don't like. What's been your experience in terms of what you're looking for a catcher to help you?
For me, the best catchers are the guys that have an open line of communication, that connect with you, not just on start and bullpen days, but every day in between. When you have that relationship with someone as a friend and colleague, it translates well over to the field. And so I think, I've been blessed to pitch to some pretty good catchers. In my time in St. Louis, I got to throw to Yadi, who's, easily one of the best of all time. Austin Hedges in San Diego is a really talented young catcher, and I'm looking forward to throwing to Buster this year. So for me, one of the biggest things is just nonverbal coaching throughout the game. When it's 2 strikes and there's a slider and they want you to bury it, and they can give you that verbal of like, hey, come on, get on this, let's get it down there. When I'm getting a little wild, they know how to kind of be a jockey and funnel me back into the zone and get things right. So, especially with having the limited trips to the mound these days, you got to have like communication from 60 feet away as best you can, and that's one of the things that I really value. And we have a guy that communicates well at that distance. When you get in that zone, you guys are thinking on the same page. It just flows, and you're just going back and forth pitching, and pitching becomes a lot of fun.
What about Yadi?
Yadi, he's just incredible, man. So my time in St. Louis, I was traded over, claimed off waivers at the end of 2018. I showed up, hadn't pitched for about 12 days because I had last made a start at Wrigley, and the Cardinals had me in the bullpen. So I'm out there sitting, waiting, and then finally a kid cuts his finger. They need me to spot start, and Yadi, first time out ever catching me, has me in the bullpen. He's like, hey man, just throw your game, I got you. And I wasn't sharp by any means, and it was like having an electronic strike zone. I mean, he would call for outside sinker, and I would miss the other side of the plate, and he would just somehow reach over, catch it, frame it from 2 feet away, and get the call because he's just that good. He's a wizard back there.
And I mean, obviously, immediately instilled confidence, right? I mean, when he said that, you got to be like, "This is Yadi."
Yeah.
You're feeling great about, him telling you, "I got you."
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody talks about his handling of pitchers and how incredible it is. Is it a lot of that, just instilling confidence in guys, like, letting them know, hey, I got you, we're in this together?
I think it's just all of the above, really.
Yeah.
I mean, in my time over there, they had a really young pitching staff. They had Wainwright coming back from injury, and then it was basically all rookies, and Miles Michael is coming back from Japan for his first stint back in the States in probably like 3 or 4 years. So, big league experience at that point. The team didn't have much, but Yadi knows all the hitters in the league, especially in that Central Division, and his ability for you to be able to trust him and what he's trying to do back there is on another level. So I think that's why you see the Cardinals have this success that they do with such young pitchers, because when you have a guy like that behind the plate, it makes everybody on the field better.